Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brian. I'm here with Israel and Vince. We're just doing kind of a quick update on the metal swap meet. We have a little bit of news about it. In case you haven't noticed, vendor spots are already on sale.
Yes.
So you could go to metalswapmeet.com. Prices are different, so we don't really want to go over it here because there's different options.
Yep.
Not only that, we have VIPs for sale now. You can also get those at metalswapmeet.com or going through Eventbrite for the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And we have general admission on sale too.
Yes. So we're gonna have vendor tables if you need one, VIP tickets if you want one, general admission if you want one as well, so you can jump on there and get ahead of everybody on that.
Yeah, and general admission, we're gonna keep the price the same as last year, $15. Even though I think our lineup is more stacked this year, even though last year was pretty good. We just expect more people to go. So, yeah,
we're talking to you.
Yeah. So, come on out. We also have been doing some giveaways.
Yep.
So I've mostly been doing those on Instagram instead of Facebook, just because Facebook, it's like nobody sees it unless you pay money.
Yeah.
Instagram seems to have a better algorithm for people to see our stuff.
You want to talk a little bit about the VIP tickets?
Yeah, the VIP. So, as always, you get in an hour early. You can get in at 10.
Which that means you get to choose out of all the best stuff.
Yeah, so you're going to rush through and find a couple vendors who maybe have some rare stuff and have first dibs at it.
Mm-hmm.
You also get an exclusive T-shirt.
Yeah.
The artwork is by Felipe Machado Franco.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He's a Colombian artist that has done stuff for like Blind Guardian. Who else? A bunch of other
Rhapsody. Some of the local bands like Hellsought, Night Shadow, who's playing the swap meet this time. But yeah, he's done Rhapsody, Blind Guardian. I think he did some Ice Earth. He's done several bands, more of the power metal genre that he worked with. But he's an amazing artist. He flew out
Hellsought,
yeah. He flew out from Colombia last time he was there at the swap meet. He's going to be there again, and he's been gracious enough to do the design for this year's VIP T-shirt. That's going to be different than the regular T-shirt. So you guys will get a kind of like definitely a different shirt. So it'll be a little bit of a treat. So those will be available for our VIP folks.
Yeah, I'll put a mock-up in the screen right now.
You'll see it over there somewhere.
Blocking our ugly mugs. You also get like a tote bag, kind of like we did last year, but with new artwork. I might not have a mock-up for that yet because there's art pending for that.
Yeah.
We're going to do like some refrigerator magnets. And we're bringing back the VIP lanyard and laminates.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have that. So that'd be kind of cool.
Yep. So those normally sell out. So as soon as they're out, they should be out now. Go ahead and click on that link, metalswapmeet.com, and it'll take you right to the Eventbrite page as well. And you can just buy them right there, get yours, get a friend. But jump on those because those, the earlier we get them, it'll let us know what size T-shirts we're going to need because we do need that ahead of the event. So the earlier we get them, the better for us. And the better chance that we're going to have the size shirt that you need. So we make only the shirts that get ordered.
Yeah, we have to cut that off, at least a month before.
Yep.
Just so we could have the shirt size count.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, there's been some recent shows. What shows have you been to?
So far, the last few weeks have been really good. Went to Hypocrisy, and that was amazing at Brick by Brick. Brick by Brick has been having tons of shows, which is really good. So we saw Hypocrisy a few weeks ago. Last weekend, had the pleasure of catching Rotting Christ with Bork Nagar and Abigail Williams' Devastation on the Nation tour, and that was also an amazing show. Both of those shows were pretty packed, especially the Rotting Christ one. It's really cool to see the Brick by Brick packed again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went to the Rotting Christ show. And I did see the Mastodon show. That was the same night as Hypocrisy. That was at the Observatory in North Park. And that was pretty awesome. That was they have this awesome laser thing now that they're doing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, there was also Dying Fetus at House of Blues a couple of weeks ago as well. Destruction was last Friday. Destruction Nervosa. And I think this week there's a bunch of other shows. Guar's coming with Goat Whore and a bunch of other bands. So we're really stoked to see that metals is coming back kind of in a big way here in San Diego.
Speaking of that, what about the Maiden coming up in a few months?
Yeah.
Coming September 25th, I believe.
It feels so far away, but it'll come up quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's almost June already.
Yeah, there's a lot. I went to the Hell's Hero Festival in Houston. And that was pretty awesome. So I got to see Slough-Egg, who's playing the Metal Swap Meet. I got to see them. That was my first time seeing them, and they were awesome.
Yep.
So you guys are in for a treat when you catch them at the show, at the Metal Swap Meet. Yeah, there's and just check your calendar. There's so much stuff coming out. It doesn't seem like as busy. Seem like springtime is like the busy time for shows in San Diego this year, but
seems like a lot of the tours basically got piled onto May and June and some part of July, but mostly May and June had been landing here in San Diego just hard. Everybody and their moms. I think Rivers of Nihil was tonight. Plus, I think 3 or 4 more other shows are this week too, and a bunch more coming for beginning of June and end of June, which means hopefully we get to do some more giveaways as well. So if you guys haven't already, definitely keep it locked on our socials, because we're doing a lot more of the Instagram giveaways, because like Brian says, it's easier for people to see them there.
Yeah, we just get more feedback and more people involved in it.
Yeah, absolutely. One other thing I think we want to talk about a little bit is our new partnership with the Protector Brewing.
Yeah.
Who's going to be a new partner here with Metal Swamp Meet. We actually have a stage named after Protector Brewing.
Yeah.
So we'll be hooking up with them. Very, very, very happy to hook up with those guys. Amazing beers, 100% organic. I think they were the first fully organic brewery here in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Veteran owned, and we did an interview with one of the managers there, Ted. So we're super happy to be hooking up with them, and they'll be one of our primary sponsors. Another sponsor we just got recently is going to be Liquid Death. Some of you might know it from the big, tall, white...
The tall boys of
water.
Yeah.
We're going to have lots of cool merch from Liquid Death. Lots of water. So we'll have some water for you guys.
Yeah, hydrate.
Hydrate. Because more than likely it's going to be another hot one at Metal Swamp.
Yeah, so I want to point out Protector really stepped it up. That's kind of one of the reasons we're able to keep the entry price $15 this year.
Yes.
Because they're helping cover a lot of the money for renting the stage, which is one of the more expensive costs we have. So yeah, shout out to them. We appreciate them.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll be seeing a lot from them in the coming weeks here in our socials. One of the main reasons is, like Brian mentioned, keeping the entrance price low like we did last year. We know that a lot of people are still hurting from the pandemic, who are still struggling to make ends meet, and if we can keep the prices as low as we can without raising them, we're trying on our end. But please do understand that we do have expenses as well. We have more bands this year, bigger bands this year. Obviously, the price to pay for a stage is quite expensive. So we're really thankful to Protector Brewing for stepping it up and giving us a hand with that end. So
yeah, if we're able to keep the price $15, and if you haven't noticed, our talent kind of went up too. I mean, we have 4 bands this year. Yeah. And they're no slouch on the level of their level of respect that these bands get.
Right.
Slough-Egg's been around since '90. Gene Hoglan's been doing the Dark Angel thing. I always get those.
Yeah, Dark Angel.
The Dark Angel thing since early '80s.
Early '80s.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And
Stygian and Crown, who recently played the Legions of Metal Fest. They also played at
the Hell's Heroes.
At the Hell's Heroes in Houston, and they're playing a bunch of festivals this summer in Europe as well.
And Evil Dead, of course.
Evil Dead, you can't forget about Evil Dead.
Yeah,
an amazing legendary band, and our boys in Night Shadow who are killing it. Last time they put out was was really good. So we've kind of stepped it up this year. So we're hoping that you guys out there step it up too and come out. Invite your friends. Take a look at the event page and hit the invite button and share it. And share it with your people. We'd like to know how many folks we can expect for this year. That always helps to kind of get us ready for everything that's going on and get the appropriate merch ready, because we don't want to have leftover merch. It is a big expense for us as well. So the more people that we have an approximate that we know that are coming, it helps us with our expenses as well.
Or else we might run out and might not get something.
Exactly. We might run out of shirts.
Yeah, now I'm like kind of tired of wearing metal swap meet shirts every single day from the unsold ones. I probably have like 40 of them.
You have one for each day of the month.
Yeah.
So definitely help us out with that if you can. But we're really happy with the new partnerships. If you're a vendor, if you have a distro, if you'd like to sponsor, you can always message us directly, or you can go directly to the Eventbrite vendor page, where you can purchase. As Brian's saying, there's different options for vendors, and there's a specific option for a sponsor.
Yeah, we have a kind of a low cost sponsor, where we just put you in like kind of in a better area. Mm-hmm. We'll put your logo on our flyer, and we'll do a social media shout out for you. And it's just it helps us out a lot, and it's not real expensive either.
Right. It's just one more way that you can help if you're thinking if you're going to get a table already, you're trying to figure out how else you can help the event. You can always get that sponsor tier right on the page there. You don't have to do much. Just click on the one that you like, and it'll get you a specific area where you have you'll be part of our sponsor group. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On another note, so the Wacken Metal Battle is over, and local San Diego band Mythraeum came out victorious.
Yeah, fantastic.
So they're going to Germany to compete like against the worldwide competition.
Yes,
which is really cool, and I'm happy for them. So they're doing kind of a fundraiser to help pay for their costs, because they get to be in it, but nobody's covering their flights. So that I'll put a link to that in the description here. Yep. But congratulations to Mythraeum. Those guys earned it. We were one of the judges, and I thought they were the best band when we were judges.
Yep. Yeah, definitely the primary rounds when we first saw them, they were one of the better bands, and we're really happy that they got to win, and they showed everybody that it's possible to do, and good music does come out of San Diego. So if you'd like to help a little bit, just click on the link, or just put in the link, or you can find them on their socials and Facebook under Mythraeum, and they will have a page there for their GoFundMe to help foot the bill for the expenses for traveling over there, because it's not cheap. Definitely not cheap. They get to play the festival, but they have to be able to pay their way there, and it's 5 dudes, right?
Yeah.
Five guys in the band. So if you multiply that by flights, food, transportation within the country of Germany is not cheap. So whatever you can help with, $5-10, it's I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm kind of guessing they're gonna have like at least $8,000 in expenses.
Yeah, especially with the gear and everything, getting it over there, and just the flights alone, they're gonna be at least $12.
Yeah, flights are like as high as they've ever been right now.
Yeah, they're insane. So help them out if you can.
Speaking of expensive flights, if you or somebody is traveling to San Diego for the Metal Swap Meet, and you need like any help with accommodations, we could try to like recommend places for you to stay and stuff like that. Just send us a message on one of our socials, and we'll try to help you out with that. We've had a few people ask about that, including somebody from New York that's flying over here for his birthday, which I'm pretty, that's kind of humbling, but ask us or anybody from the San Diego metal scene. I'm sure people would help.
Yeah, there's Airbnbs up and down. It's pretty close to where the event's going to be held at. So
there's a couple hotels within less than a mile, I think.
Yes. Yeah. So those are very convenient that you can use, and send them our way if you don't have any ideas. We're more than happy to provide guidance for people that are coming from out of town. Also,
or drop a comment and we'll get a hold of you or leave you a response.
Once it gets closer to the event, we'll talk a little bit more about parking, access, all that stuff. As we get closer to the event, we'll talk a little bit more about the logistic sides of it, where you can park, what times, and all that stuff, and give you more of a general layout of how the day is going to play out, the day of the swap.
Yeah. So just a quick rundown of the itinerary of what's going on at the Metal Swap Meet. So it's the usual. Starts at 11, ends around 6-ish, I guess, this year.
Maybe a little bit later.
And of course, VIPs can get in at 10 a.m. If you're a vendor, be sure to get there early as you can. At least by 8 in the morning. The vendors get of course a 10 by 10 spot. They get a 2-foot by 6-foot table.
Yes.
Or it's 18 inches or something. 18 by 6 feet. 2 chairs. If you have more than 2 people, you could bring them, but they just have to bring their own chairs or whatever.
Right.
We don't supply you with canopies. So if you want a canopy, you can bring
electricity.
One. Yeah, no electricity, no canopies.
Bring batteries.
Yeah. But yeah, and then the band's playing. The headliner is Evil Dead. Under them is Slaufeg. Then under them will be Gene Hoglan. Gene Hoglan's going to do kind of a clinic, telling stories, maybe a little bit of taking requests, who knows. And then it's Night Shadow, right?
Yep.
Stygian Crown. Stygian Crown. And then Night Shadow.
Yeah.
We also have DJ Caton that's going to be there between bands and before bands playing music.
Yep. Shout out to him.
Yeah, Spinning Music, Caton from Hyrax. We're going to have Derek Riggs there again. I think we're going to have the Witherfall guys.
Yep.
Is it looking like
should be Joseph Michael and maybe a couple of other guys. So we'll have a booth right next to Charlie and Echo, selling all the Witherfall merch as well as their
new wine.
Their new wine. Yep.
Or their old wine, I guess. Or are they coming out with a new one?
The one they did last year.
Yeah. So okay, which is really good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Who else we have there? Felipe Machado Franco is going to be there. The guys from Hellsot will be there.
Hellsot will be there with the merch table. Is Night Demon going to be there? I don't know.
I would say there's a good chance.
There's a good chance Night Demon's going to be there because they were there last year.
They'll be there.
They seem to enjoy the swap meet quite a bit.
Jarvis, because Jarvis got the heavy metal shop, which with a lot of stuff for the bands that he represents. Who else? I think that's about it for what we know now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much everything we know up till now. I'm sure there'll be more. This should be the biggest one we've done so far, and we want to make sure that that's represented in the amount of people that show up. We're going to have more vendors this time around. So far, this is looking like it is going to be the kind of like the biggest metal market here in the U.S. So if we have your support and you guys can bring it out and really show people that it is worth it what we're doing, that'll help us out a lot. So hey, spread the word and come on out, because that's the only way this thing keeps going, is if you guys keep coming out.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's all ages too.
Yes. It's all ages. This is the perfect intro for you to bring a younger family member or friend to introduce them into metal, because anybody that's been to this before knows it's a pretty happy vibe.
Yeah.
There's no fights or anything like that. Everybody's cheersing and having fun and taking photos and meeting new people or meeting old friends. This is the perfect way to get your kids into metal.
Yeah. Get your kids, your spouse, whoever. Bring your grandma.
Yeah, you don't have to stay out all night.
Right? Yeah, it's over early enough for us old people to
to go home.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Anyway, that's about all we got. Thanks for hanging with us.
Yeah.
And try to share the swap if you can. We could use all the help that we can get.
Yeah, share our stuff on social, share the videos. And if you have questions, comments, whatever, always feel free to drop them. We try to get to as many as we can. And I think we get to almost all of them. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, definitely drop us a comment, share the videos, and give us a like on our socials. And we hope to see you in October, and we'll follow up with more news soon.
So metalswapmedia.com, go there and order whatever tickets you feel like getting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, guys.
We'll see you soon.
Out.
Out.
Easy.